Hello nerds! Thank you for watching Generally Nerdy. This is your Week in Nerdom Gaming edition for the week of October 15th, 2018. This week, gaming's going to be a little quick. We have some pretty interesting stuff to talk about. A couple of things to do with Microsoft and their next console-ish. Star Wars, Fallout, all of that stuff. Let's hit the intro.
Quiet on the set, rolling.
Hi, I am Bitsy Telek.
Hey, I'm Hale Appleman.
I'm Walter Kane.
I'm Rene Aubergenois, Odo on Deep Space Nine.
Michael Dorn, Lieutenant Commander Worf, Star Trek The Next Generation.
Come and see me and hear me and talk to me and listen to me talk about myself.
Hey man, this is Kevin Smith, often considered generally nerdy, and you are listening to what is often considered generally nerdy.
On Generally Nerdy.
You're listening to
Generally Nerdy.
Generally Nerdy.
Generally nerdy.
First up, we're talking about Fallout 76. All kinds of actual news outlets have got their hands on demos for Fallout 76. They've been able to play the game with developers. So if you are interested in seeing how the gameplay works, really it's just basically Fallout 3 again. But you can go find that stuff if you look all across the YouTubes. Just put in Fallout 76 and you'll see plenty of it. So that's not what we're talking about. What we are talking about is the private servers. Bethesda has made some suggestions because, again, the online nature and the multiplayer nature of Fallout 76 has not been sitting super well with some of the hardcore fans of the series. So they've been suggesting ways for PvP to be avoided, and we won't really get into it. There's 4 ways. We're not really going to break into the 4 ways necessarily. We've already actually talked about one, how they're going to make people, they're going to label them murderers, and then, you know, you get caps if you kill the murderer, and the murderer's got, so they severely limit, you know, what you can do if you've engaged in PvP with somebody who didn't want to. One of the things that they have suggested, though, that you can actively do is private servers. Log on to a private server, and then you don't have to worry about any other player characters, any other the people who are doing the onlines with you. You can just be there by yourself with all of the robots. This was something that was rumored to be coming, and now Bethesda just said, yeah, that's a thing. It's not going to happen at launch. You will not be able to log onto a private server at launch of the game, but very soon, again, no time frame was given, but very soon after launch, it will be a thing that you can do. This is also how mods are going to be a thing on Fallout 76, because that's a very big part of that community, is being able to mod out the game. We're still seeing mods from Fallout 3. There's actually one of the big mods, the New California, is a mod for New Vegas. So old games like that are still getting mods, even though they're almost 2 generations old. So yeah, it's really, really cool. Really excited that you're going to kind of be able to play offline. I don't know how exactly the private servers are going to work, but they are working out the bugs now, so we'll see in the very near future. And that's all we've got for Fallout 76, so let's move on next to Star Wars Battlefront II. This is a very, very quick announcement. The character of General Grievous is going to be in the game. That's really cool. And we're seeing the leaked artwork on the screen right now. Also very, very cool. It wasn't really a surprise when this leaked. We knew something big was coming. There was evidence to suggest it was going to be General Grievous. And they said, yeah, it's General Grievous, after the leak had already happened. So yeah, that's great. Battlefront has been out for a little while, so nothing really new aside from the leak, and it was a leak we already knew was coming. So moving on. Next is Microsoft and Obsidian. Speaking of Fallout New Vegas, Microsoft is rumored, this is emphasis on rumored, to be about 90% complete with a buyout of Obsidian Entertainment, the people who made Fallout New Vegas. This could be a fantastic thing for Xbox people. Obsidian, man, they did so good with New Vegas, and Xbox is really, really lacking in quality first-party RPG games. This could be a match made in heaven. This could be potentially a little bit of a game changer. I don't know that Microsoft will ever catch up to Sony in the realm of RPGs, of quality RPGs even, because Sony has so many great RPGs. But this could be another big thing like Halo that gets people, that, you know, entrenches the Xbox supporters in their side. If this happens, I'm gonna pass this off over to you guys. If this happens, what do you want to see? Do you want to see Obsidian try and do something in line with the Fallout games? Not necessarily ripping off their own property, one-time IP anyway. Not necessarily that, but something gameplay-wise that resembles what we got from New Vegas, with obviously an updated graphics engine and so on and so forth. Or is this just going to be a bad thing all around, and Obsidian shouldn't sell out to Microsoft? I am dying to know what you guys think about it. Let's have that conversation down in the comments. Our last bit of news this week for gaming, guys, also has to do with Microsoft. We talked a couple of, and let's not bury the lead. It's called Microsoft Project Xcloud. We talked about a month ago about the rumors surrounding Project Scorpio, or Scarlet rather. Scorpio was the last one. The rumors surrounding Project Scarlet, and how it sounded like they were going to be making two different versions of the same console. One of them was going to be a traditional in-home console like we've been getting since the dawn of gaming. The other one was going to be a strange streaming version of the same console where everything came from the cloud. Well, we were kind of right with those projections. This is the cloud version of the next console, but it's not exclusively, let's say that. It's not exclusively the next gen console. This is they're planning on launching this long before Project Scarlet. It will be in the next year or two. And again, remember we were talking PS5 before, and how 2020 is the most likely time that they're going to be launching that. So this hopefully will be launched before the next gen of consoles. And the way it's being billed, from the little bit we've been getting from Microsoft and other sources, is it's a way to stream content you already have. So, and you can also get new content specifically for it. But like if you have an Xbox One or One X or whatever, then you can stream whatever digital games you have. If it's a physical game, then obviously you won't be able to stream it because you have to have the disc. But if it's a digital game, it sounds like you will be able to stream it. And it's very, very interesting. They're in beta testing for it right now. It's a closed beta. Only in-house beta testers are getting to do this. But it's really... They have controllers that you can connect a wireless device to, so the device is your screen, and obviously the controller is your controller. This is just so interesting, and they're going to build the infrastructure so that once we get to 5G service, that it will be future-proof at least up until 5G. So by the time we get to 6, the Xbox or Xcloud or whatever you're calling it will be obsolete, and we'll have moved on at least once by then. But that's really interesting for the future of gaming. So this is another one I'm passing off to you guys. What do you think this implies about where gaming is actually going to go? Will it ever leave the home entertainment console, or will we always be stuck with a box connected to a screen? I really want to have that conversation with you guys. Where do you see the future of gaming? What does the Xcloud imply about that? Let's talk about that down low in the comments. And that, guys, is where we're ending this week's episode. What did I miss? What should we talk about next week? Let me know in the comments down low. If, though, you want to go deeper into the conversation, jump over to the website, generallynerdy.net. That is the place that you can find the social medias, the freebies, and the links to the stores, so you can get your nerdy swag. All of that is over on generallynerdy.net, or there's a Patreon, patreon.com/generallynerdy. 4 tiers, bottom tier is just $1. More content, $1 a month, helps me out immensely, and like I said, you get more stuff to digest, and we get more conversation going. So go check out patreon.com/generallynerdy. If you're new to this channel, though, click the subscribe button. If you like the episode, click the like button. If you're falling behind on your nerd news and you want to catch up, click or tap that box right there, those boxes, to do that. But before we go, before you click those boxes, before we do anything else, guys, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.